I've worked with Dick McLean for the last 12 years, 4 years when he served on City Council, and the last 8 years when he served as mayor. I help keep his schedule and keep him on track of where he needs to go. And of course, I've got to keep track of all those golf outings and work around his schedule for that.
It's always interesting playing golf with Dick. The way he talks, you think he's a great stick, but makes you feel good to play with him because chances are you're going to beat him. He's really not that good.
No, I've known Dick McLean for approximately 40 years, maybe a little longer. Our children went to school together at Southeast Elementary up through their graduation, Jennifer and Sean. And we've become good friends over the years. Done a lot of things together. We like to play golf. We are going to hopefully travel together in the near future, now that he doesn't have all these meetings to attend all the time.
So I've had the privilege of working with the mayor for the past 6 years since I began with the city in the Public Information Office. I get to work just a couple offices away from him. And as mayor, I think what's really cool is he's always here. He treats us like it's his 9-to-5 job, and he's here pretty much almost every day. And when he's not, you kind of wonder, where's the mayor? He's dedicated. He spends time talking to people, responding to emails, knowing what's going on, and that's really, really unique.
Well, I've had the pleasure of working with Mayor McLean for a few months now as city manager, and one of the things that really stood out to me in just the short time that I've had to work with him is that he has gone ahead and forged relationships with other agencies, with other jurisdictions, in fact other governments around us, in a way that is going to pay huge dividends for us as a community. And that partnership that he's created on behalf of Brighton, I think is going to be something that's going to be one of his legacies here in the community.
When he plays, it's interesting. You can always tell if he's been out there because he just kind of leaves a trail. He doesn't look very hard for his golf balls and he loses them. So maybe, what do you say? Let's see if we can find a few of his golf balls here around the course.
I've worked with the mayor for many years on development projects, and the mayor always supports staff. And when we go to International Shopping Centers conference in Vegas, he is the fastest moving guy. He runs out in front of the rest of us because he wants to go after deals. And he's in great shape, and he's a cheerleader for Brighton, and I really appreciate that about the mayor.
One other thing I would say about the mayor is he and I got to travel to the National League of Cities a few weeks ago. We had a great time together. I got to know him as a person, not just as our mayor, and I was just really impressed with how much he cares about Brighton. His passion for our community is second to none, and I know we're going to really miss his advocacy for our community and for Brighton. And so, Mayor, we appreciate all you've done, and really just want to wish you the best out on the golf course or whatever it is you choose to do now. And thanks again for all you've done for the city of Brighton.
I actually grew up in Brighton and went to school with his kids. And so he was my dad's banker, and so he has really contributed a lot to the community of Brighton as a business person, and now most recently as the mayor. And I get to work with Dick on lots of different things. We serve on the E470 board together and have for several years, and we've served at Metro Mayor's Caucus, and of course in all of our different regional capacities. He's been a wonderful mayor, a wonderful council person before that, and really just a great contributor to the city of Brighton.
Dick's been a real asset to the community. He's moved us right up to the top on what the community thinks of us and what our surrounding communities think of us.
Well, I've known Dick for well over 30 years. He was a member of our advisory committee when I taught marketing at Brighton High School. He was always available to the students, to myself, to make sure that we put good business principles into the classroom. That's when he was a banker. And then when he became mayor, I got to know him even better. Dick's just the face of Brighton.
Dick is very much a family man, and he's very personable, and I have enjoyed working with him immensely over the last 12 years.
I decided to meet with you today at St. Augustine's because this is where my husband and I met. We were at a rosary and my mother had insisted that I meet Dick. So when we were going to communion, she forced me over into the pew where Dick was so I could be next to him. And after that, we went downstairs and Dick and I talked for a while, and then we came outside and he asked us for our first date. And when I met him, he was so involved in the community, and I was a little concerned though when I met him. I thought, would I be able to do what he does and be out there with him and support this community? Because he is so caring and he loves people, and I decided, yes, I will do that. I will be there for him wherever he needs to go. And he's been involved with being on the board for the hospital. He's been with the United Power. Oh, there's so many things. He's been with Knights of Columbus. I just tried to think of everything he's done.
But more importantly, he's really built a team in Brighton. The council, the employees, and together he has been the driving force to make Brighton just a wonderful place to live that will continue to be. I consider it a friend, or an honor to be a friend of Mayor McLean, Dick McLean. It's just been a pleasure to know him over the years.
He treats everybody with kindness and as though they're equal. Doesn't matter where he goes in the building or throughout the city, he knows everybody and he treats everyone with such kindness and respect. He doesn't act like he's better than anyone because he's mayor. He's just one of us, and I think that's really what's been unique and special to me working alongside him.
The reason I brought your attention to our church is because he's so active. We've been very active here, and our church means a lot to Dick. My husband is a person that, if you know him, he's a person who loves people and he gives of himself, and that's who he is. And when he decided to run for mayor, he asked me, and I said, yes, you go for it, because all the years I've known him, he's been involved in the community and he cares about people. And what he wanted to do was make sure this is the best place for people to live, play, and work. And that was his choice, and I was so happy he made that choice. But I think what's most important is not what he's done, it's that he really wanted to make that commitment because he cared. And when he talks about the council, my husband doesn't say, it's me. He's not that type of man. He says, it's the council. And what was important for Dick, to let each one of those people on his council know that what they had to say was important, and he wanted to work with them, and without working with them, things didn't get done. So when you talked to my husband about this being the mayor of Brighton, it wasn't Dick, it was everybody else that helped support him make Brighton what it was.
So after working with the mayor for the past 6 years, this is my first time in government, and he's really raised the bar, and I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss his passion. I'm going to miss his dedication and his kindness. And I wish him well, and hope maybe he'll come back and join a board or commission. Or he could always be a part of our public information team. We'll always find work for him.
I wish I had more time to work with him, and Mayor, wish you nothing but the absolute best in your true retirement at this time. But all that being said, I just think you're a wonderful asset to our community. Thank you for all the things you've done for us. And again, those partnerships that you've created that just make it that much easier for us to make sure that Brighton has the right seat at the table when we're having difficult conversations in the area and the region. And you're the one who I know really blazed that trail. So we're going to do everything we can to keep maintaining that and protecting that. And thank you so much for your work there.
So Dick, I'm going to miss you and miss seeing you at all of our functions, but don't be a stranger.
You've meant a lot to the city, you've meant a lot to to my family. You are the godfather and godmother of my daughter's twins, Max and Olivia Jones. And you know, we're really close, and I wish you the best, and I'm here for you anytime, as you well know. So you be a good boy.
I'm just so proud of you, and I love him for that. And I'm sure anybody who knows Dick knows that he was sincere. If he came up to you and talked to you, it's because he wanted to. He took that time to talk to you because he cared. And I don't know if there's going to be anybody like him again, because like I said, Dick loves this community. He loves you people. He loved the council. And that's what it's about. It's not the politics, as Dick would tell me. It was just about doing what he could for our community.